Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of
WEEZCAST Plus.
I am your host, as per usual, Aiden Morden, with co-host
Caleb Chassis
and co-host
Stephen Primer
and returning special guest
Kevin Satoshi.
Hi, Kevin.
Always an absolute pleasure. Today we have just watched the music videos from Raditude. There are only 2 of them, again, for this episode. So, first one, if you're wondering if I want you to, I want you to. Steven, would you like to start this one off?
Sure. It's a great song, so it's enjoyable. And the video was also really enjoyable. It was funny. It was weird, as you would expect. But the video didn't really have anything to do with the song. So, I don't know. I don't remember if that's like usual for Weezer.
Pretty well.
Pretty well, okay. I don't know why I can't remember any other videos. But, yeah. I don't know, I guess because the song, like, tells a story, it feels like it should be more, like, with a video that matches it. I don't know. But, I felt like with this album, the music videos, I wanted them to be more representative of the songs. However, yeah, it was a really funny video. I liked the part best when he was driving. And was it Pat that was on the hood?
Yeah.
He just hit
Because
Pat.
he's...
And then Rivers is singing, and Pat is on the hood of the car singing the backup vocals. It's amazing. Like, cinematography at its finest.
Cinematography is it.
So, Kevin, is this the first time you've ever seen, like, a music video from Weezer? Or seen, like, what they look like?
Other than you know, the popular songs that they have.
You have seen the music videos for some of the popular ones?
Yes.
Okay.
But for this album, no.
Okay.
I didn't even know about this album until today. So, yeah.
What'd you think of the video?
This video was very interesting. I didn't get where they were going with it at first, up until the bridge part where he gets the girl and they're in the restaurant, and then the chorus made sense. Like, you know, what's the title of the song?
If you're wondering if I want you to,
I want you to.
I want you to.
I want you to. And, you know, I don't know if she took it the wrong way, or because obviously throughout the beginning of the music video, he's trying to pursue the woman, but then in another sense, it was like he's getting influenced by the outside world to, you know, get rid of what he wants and instead impress other people, which in that video would have been the other band members. But also, again, I thought about you know, I was thinking, I was like, you know, maybe it's like Rivers does not want to be a simp, you know.
Yes.
It's like like he's trying to get his, like, cause like, you know how in the video he's like hurting his friends are getting hurt because of him.
Yeah.
And how he's distracted and he's not even realizing it. And then when they all show up together at the restaurant, then he realizes, like, oh, I kind of like lost myself because I'm trying to pursue this chick who probably doesn't even want me, which is like, I guess all 4 of us can relate to that.
Yeah. Yep. He's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah, but overall, it was a good video. It was fun, graphic at times, but you know, like I wasn't expecting that. Like when the chainsaw just like fell in the guy's hand, that, you know, that kind of hit me. But other than that, it was pretty fun, really fun, and great cinematography, like you said. Yeah, I think they got like Christopher Nolan to direct that. I don't know if you want to proof check that.
His brother.
Yeah, probably his brother, but like somebody in the Nolan family probably had to do something with that.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
For sure.
Caleb, what'd you think?
I like the misplaced heads, like with like the small bodies,
and
then
like how
it's supposed to be like Weezerville, so it's like there's a bunch of the extra Rivers and Matt and Scott and Pat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like how they have that. Also, I also like the Pat in the background. doing the extra vocals on the car. Doing a car scene's that's pretty cool too. So, and you can tell Rivers is short comparing to the girl. So, short Rivers. That's all I really had.
Actually, that's something interesting because I noticed, like, obviously it was their heads on the children, and I thought it's like, oh, like Pat's child looks just like Pat and Rivers' child looks just like Rivers, but I didn't really think about the fact that it said Weezerville at the beginning on like the sign, so literally everybody there is versions of them. Like the one I was like, wait, who is that? And I didn't realize it was Rivers with his hair slicked back and no glasses. And I liked how they had Rivers in the barbershop and do like a barbershop quartet at the one part where it's like layered vocals of him. I thought that was pretty cool. And also, I gotta say, what a relief to see a Weezer music video in high quality.
Yeah.
It looked really nice.
I think
like
that's
the older ones look so trash.
It's because they got
Brock.
Christopher Nolan and
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think Christopher and Jonathan Nolan had to have both been involved.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I noticed that there was a lot of Pat, and like I really liked too. My favorite part of it was probably when Rivers is he's driving the truck and then he sees the girl and then he hits Pat and Pat's just continuing to be on the front of the truck and he's just still driving, mesmerized by the woman. How he does that thing. I hate when people, and there's probably a few people who watch this, like somebody does this to me a lot and I don't like it, okay? When they tap on the shoulder and then they go to the other side. Because Rivers does that to this lady while she's walking down the street. Like he's so slick. And it was funny in the video, but it was also like, please, what are you doing? But yeah, I really like what you had to say about it, Kevin, because like the about him not being a simp and kind of losing himself. Like I feel like it, like Steven's saying as well, it doesn't really match, like the music video doesn't really match the song because it's like a song about like meeting a girl and like a young romance really, and then like getting to know each other and meeting her family and whatever. But this is just kind of like this weird Weezer village with and then there's a girl,
Right.
and so they all want her. But yeah, about Rivers not being a simp, and he realizes when he looks out the window that he's heard them. Like I wasn't expecting that. I've never seen the video before actually. I thought I had, but I haven't seen that one. But how he like realizes and tells her to go, it doesn't even match the lyrics at all.
Do you remember me saying that
Yeah,
when we watched?
Caleb said that on an episode of WEEZCAST, and I was like really confused. But because he thought it was go.
The entire time
But it's
until
girl?
Yeah, it's girl.
So
When I read
because he's
the
telling her to
lyrics.
go, but like it doesn't match the song at all. But I think it's nice that Rivers is not a simp because he
Thank you.
sets a good example for all of the lonely boys.
The moral of the story is bros before hoes.
Essentially, yes.
Pretty much.
So, I say that's a good moral, and you don't want to lose yourself
Also,
like Rivers did and then didn't.
I found it very interesting how she pulled up to Weezerville, just walked, and then just found Rivers, and then just left. Like she had no purpose going into this town.
That's true.
Yeah, she doesn't really have a
After
backstory.
he ditched her, she just leaves town. Like she just got there. What was she doing?
It's almost like she was searching for him or
She was
something.
just wreaking havoc on Weezerville.
Yeah.
She's here to cause trouble.
But honestly, if I was driving and I saw a place called Weezerville, I'd definitely be stopping there.
I don't know. Your hand might be chopped off.
Yeah, but that was kind of his fault because he was balancing it on his chin to try to
Yeah,
impress the girl.
true.
And then Rivers didn't bump him, did he?
Pat shot Scott,
Oh,
and then Scott bumped into Brian, and then Rivers hit Pat.
that's like the only part of the song that actually matches with the lyrics because he says they didn't like me because of stupid archery, and they're doing archery at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
Then from there, it's like the whole rest of the song. It doesn't match. But that was a great video. I think that's definitely one of my favorites so far.
Oh yeah.
That
It's
we-
probably
that
the
we've
only
watched.
best one. Just kidding.
There's some other good ones. Kevin, what did you say earlier that your name was again? Who are you?
Oh, I'm your daddy.
That is our next.
That is right here.
That's our next music video. Which fortunately, it also doesn't match the lyrics of the song.
Fortunately, I was really like excited to see what this video is gonna be,
Well,
and
so
I
far,
was disappointed.
so far the system's been the last single for the album, because usually it's 3. They'll have 2 music videos, and then the third one's like a really low effort compilation of live footage.
Right.
This one I think was the best so far, though.
It was a high effort compilation. Of
Yes,
that,
and
yeah.
better quality. You could actually see what's going on. I'll start this one off, if that's okay, and we'll work our way over. Another live one. Hooray. Unenthusiastic. That was my initial response as soon as I saw that it was a live one. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I like that there were a little extra added things in, though, like the stuff with the dog that's on the cover in the living room, because I thought that was just like a random photo, but I think that's the dog, and I think that's the living room. And
That's the dog.
it begs the question, what the dog doing? And also, fun fact about the cover of Raditude, I didn't mention. I think I killed Kevin. Because on the cover, the dog just. The dog's just floating midair in the middle of a living room, and that image without Weezer and without Raditude written on it became a meme like a long time ago. Like, it was used as memes. I've seen it other places, which is kind of odd. And so I thought that it was kind of like, I didn't realize it was actually like, it's probably one of their dogs or something. Anyway,
A real dog.
so I like that they had like a Microsoft Paint looking video portion of it too, where it was like the band, and then later they added in Kermit the Frog. Which adds to the Weezer lore and their roots with the Muppets.
Lord.
And it was funny when Pat was playing the guitar and he's like shredding on it, and there's like smoke coming from his fingers.
Yeah, how did they do that?
I don't know
Because that was really cool.
if they can
Christopher
fake the
Nolan.
moon landing in way back then I'm sure now I guess it was like what, 2009.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not saying that I think the moon landing was fake.
Don't listen to this
It
guy.
totally was.
Actually,
Or
Weezer,
wasn't.
Weezer has a video about the moon.
Yeah,
landing.
we're gonna get to Weezer did go to the moon. We know that because we've
Yeah.
seen it, which we'll get to. But yeah, the only other thing I have written for this one really is that it's more fun than the other live videos that they've done. Caleb?
It looked like Weezer was rapping at one point. I don't know if that's just, I don't know. Also, did you realize the Weezer Snuggie?
Yeah,
You did?
yeah. It made me really
Yeah.
sad that I don't have one.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about it, so I didn't think you.
I forgot to write that down because I thought there's no way I'll forget, and I forgot.
Yeah, like they were like, it was recording the video or the photo that they were doing of it, and like,
Yeah.
Scott was just angry, so he took it off or something. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's compilation. I don't know.
Steven?
Yeah, it was like, it was a live video compilation, but it was like well thought out and put together with a lot of animated stuff in there. Like the paint thing you said was like an animation by some 14-year-old kid. It said at the bottom.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I didn't notice
It was
that.
12.
12, and then it was 14. Whatever. Some kid. And, yeah, random shots of the dog and, like, animating the dog in different places. And, Rivers throwing his guitar, throwing couch cushions.
Did you see the sign?
Which one?
The person had a sign that said, "Let me play your guitar."
Yeah,
and then he threw the guitar into the crowd. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Imagine if you did that at the concert we went to.
Yeah, there's.
You should have brought a sign that said, "Let me play your guitar."
We were not that close though.
Next time when we
Well-
go, we get luxurious tickets.
Just go to the front, have that sign. Maybe you'll get Rivers' guitar handed to you by himself.
That'd be amazing.
And you wouldn't have to spend $3,000.
Just on the tickets.
True. But.
Anyways, so yeah, it was definitely more enjoyable than the usual compilations that they have. And oh yeah, when he pointed to the pregnant woman, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm your daddy." That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was
That
pretty
was
good.
sketchy. Yeah.
And like they kept like panning in to her,
They
like
did.
zooming in to the pregnant
yeah.
lady for a bit. That was hilarious.
Yeah. It made you wonder if Rivers was the daddy.
Is Rivers a dad?
Yes, he has 2 kids.
But it ain't
I
impossible.
don't think that's one of them though.
It
You don't
ain't.
know that.
Could be.
It ain't impossible.
Could be a third.
He just has a kid that he abandoned at one, like
no.
nobody knows about, but he just secretly just pays child support for it. You know, you don't know Rivers like that.
True, you're right. It's a Weezer theory.
Yeah.
Welcome to Weezer Theory. And cut.
So what else you got there, Kevin? For
Yeah, it was a fun video. You know, I like that it had like a homemade style to it, and you know, compilation videos of concerts for me, they always hit for some reason. I don't know why, but because they give like that live feeling, but then the music playing is not live, but you also feel like you're in the concert. And then also the dog, I love the dog. The first time it appears, like what you said, it's like the meme. I thought of the meme where it's like you know, the dog with the bat, and it's like bonk.
Oh yeah.
I know that's what I thought for some reason when I saw that dog. But then I realized like that's a Weezer dog. I've seen it on like a Weezer album before, I think, or in a music video, but I can't remember. But I've seen it like in relation to Weezer, so I think that was really cool, seeing where the shot came from, and then obviously the special effects. That was really cool. What else do I got here? And I was also thinking like the cameo that Steve Aoki made.
Yeah.
That took the video from like a 9 out of 10 to a 12 out of 10. That was amazing. I love Steve Aoki.
I didn't know if anybody else would recognize him. So there's Steve Aoki's like a famous DJ guy.
Okay.
Oh,
and he was in the video.
Like when it goes silent and it's just like the synthesizers playing. He's the one who's like hyping up the crowd in the video. I don't know if you noticed that, but
I did.
Yeah.
But I didn't know who it was, but I noticed it.
They actually,
I was like,
him and Rivers have a song together. Actually,
you know that one meme. Hey,
I can't remember.
You know the one meme was like, I think it's Jesse and what's the other guy's name?
Walter.
And Walter, and it's like he's like looking, and he's showing him. I thought about that. I was like, yo, that's Steve Aoki, or like the
Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah,
one?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Where he's like looking
one,
at the TV. Yeah.
Steve Aoki right there. Oh my god. Made my night. So happy.
Good.
Steve Aoki made this whole night worth it. So, yeah, not these guys.
Wow. Well, thank you, Kevin. That's it. Nobody else had anything to say, did they? Speak now or forever hold it in.
I would ape a Goomba.
All right. So thank you, everybody, for listening to this or watching this episode of
WEEZCAST Plus. And cut.